It's been a long time, Guardian. My hidden report that Mithrax was last seen on Europa, helping Varix evacuate Elixni defectors. Both the Vex and Aramis's loyalists are down there hunting for survivors, shooting anything that moves. Be sure to shoot back. We need Mithrax alive if he's to help us with our Vex problem. You're closing in on some residual signals. It could be Elixni bound for House Light. Or it could be more of Aramis's loyalists. Clear the Vex and introduce yourself to the survivors. Make it known you're not a threat. Unless you need to be. Cleared out before the Vex showed up. See if you can learn where they're headed.
Over their positions. Trigger, message repeat. This is Mithrax. To those who renounce the violence of House Salvation and seek refuge in the House of Light. I will be landing a skip near Asterian Abyss. Bring only what you need. We must prioritize survivors over their positions. Trigger, message repeat.
Asterian Abyss. That's their rendezvous point. A single skiff recently touched down near your position. It's got to be Mithrax. Hurry, Guardian, before he takes off. Mithrax is wrapped up in some dangerous business. It's a bad time to ask for a favor, but he and his House of Light still worship the Traveler. That heat signature. Flames. Someone brought down the skiff. Quick now. Secure the crash site and assist the survivors, if there are any. Down the ship and ambush the Elixni defectors. There are bodies in the stuff. Nothing can be done for them now. Mithrax must have let a few survivors out, but they're completely exposed. Eyes up. Move. You're close, and I'm picking up unusual energy spikes ahead. Be ready for anything.
The Guardian is almost here. Stay down. Stay quiet.
How do you know we can trust them?
I don't. what the light provides. Guardian, I find you in the light, and on your signal. I call a ray.
Mithrax Kell, it is an honor. We've been searching for you for some time.
This is known. You are not the only one with hidden eyes. Many enemies pursue my house of light. We did not wish to be found.
Then times are desperate for us both. The Vanguard seeks your assistance.
I am aware. Vex systems pulse with talk of the city's endless night. But my people demand much protection. If this Guardian could assist me in blinding the Vex here, we can speak without risking more bloodshed.
Blinding the Vex. My Guardian will do whatever you need.
I have opened the door for you, Guardian. Will you walk the path of the sacred Splicer?
Did you send them into a Vex simulation?
The path before them is no illusion. The Guardian ventures through the Vex domain itself, where the machines guard their most precious secrets. I will clear the way. You move freely through space. None but our most skilled splicers can even perceive. The light shines strong within you. this place. The power works against me, pushing back. This is troubling. The system is collapsing. Hold strong. I will create another exit.
Vex signals are dissipating from your region. They're leaving.
Yes. With the core you hold, the secrets of the Vex reveal themselves to us. To study such an artifact would benefit us both. But there is no time. My people must move on if we hope to survive.
Mithrax, I saw those who wished to join you dead in the snow. Let them be the last to fall. Come, shelter in our city. You and your people.
Ikora Kel, can you offer the Elixni such a thing?
I just did. You'll be under the Vanguard's protection. The Vex are the enemy here, and any Lightbearer who disagrees can take it up with me.
Then we accept. With light in our hearts, we will join you in your city, beneath the Traveler. My people shelter beneath the Great Machine. This is beyond simple generosity. I must thank Ikora for her gift.
This sanctuary is not granted by Ikora alone, but by all who live in the last city.
Yes, and on their behalf, let me extend a welcome. I am Osiris, and this is Lakshmi too. Future War Court leader and city representative.
My greatest appreciations to you both. The House of Light thanks you.
Your house can best show gratitude by keeping to itself. I know your assistance with the Vex will benefit us all, but not everyone in the city is so open-minded. You appear to be settling in. I will leave you to it.
If you require further help from us, you must only ask.
I shall. There are several modifications we will need for stable ether production.
Submit a proposal to Ikora. She seems willing to get you anything you need. I must return to the people in the city. Future War Court has foreseen great misery for them in the days ahead, and they will need an advocate. I often forget how highly those in the tower have placed themselves. The air is thin there. Best not to breathe too much of it.
You must understand this situation is tense for us all. This encampment perches on the edge of decree and democracy. I hope your stay with us will be uneventful.
As do I.
Elixni houses are more than tribes for sharing work and resources. They also represent living philosophies. In many ways, the House of Light is traditional. We worship the Great Machine, and we embrace ancestral roles like splicers and scribes. But in other ways, we're different. My father, Mizrax, is Kel of our house, but he does not act as past Kels. He does not take more than his share of ether, and he does not punish by docking limbs. These are radical, but popular ideas in our house. However, Mizrax Kel also believes in peace and cooperation with humanity. This is less popular. Everyone in our house has seen Elixni killed by guardians. Not just warriors, but innocents and hatchlings. I lived for many years among the Awoken, and understand that humans do good things as well. Sometimes. But the others in the House of Light have not been so lucky in their allies as I have. It will take time to earn their trust. Humans think of ether as food for Elixni, a form of sustenance. That's only partially true. Ether also catalyzes physical maturation and promotes molting. In that sense, it's like hormones in human adolescence. In a world of unlimited ether, like Rees before the whirlwind, all Elixni look like captains. That's our final form. Most Elixni you see now are underdeveloped. They're forever stunted by ether rationing, which began as a necessity and gradually evolved into a mechanism of social control. Now, ruthless leaders like Spider use the distribution of ether to keep their followers dependent. If Elixni are ever to live in peace, we must make ether available to all, regardless of rank. During our Golden Age, the Elixni civilization spanned many star systems, farther than humanity could imagine. And in all of our exploration, we never found anything more wondrous than the Great Machine. It's one of the few things that all Elixni houses can agree on. That's why shrines like these are made of many small pieces. Each bit was added by a different house. It's a tradition that lasted generations. Most of those houses are now extinct, and their members are scattered. It's funny. I revered the Great Machine all my life, without ever having seen it. And now that it's right overhead, I still look to this shrine for comfort. Hello, my name is Ido. My father is Mizrax, Kel of our house. I took my name from his first awoken friend, Sir Ido. As scribe for the House of Light, it's my job to preserve our house's history, so that hatchlings may one day learn our stories. Mizrax Kel requested that I leave some records for the humans of the last city, so they might learn about Elixni culture in their own time. As he says, inside a catch, everyone breathes the same air. Though I have doubts that the humans will care to hear our stories, the snipers who look down on us do not seem like the curious types. But the Great Machine has chosen them, so I must give them the benefit of my faith. Hopefully this effort does not go wasted. Some Elixni tell hatchlings that these wards keep guardians from attacking us in our sleep. We know this is not true, of course, but it helps hatchlings to rest peacefully. Soon enough, they must learn that the guardians cannot be stopped by such things. That they cannot be stopped at all, even by death. After that, the ward changes meanings. For grown Elixni, it's a reminder that the great machine blesses life givers and killers alike. But now that we have seen the guardians among their own people, taking orders and making awkward small talk, I don't think this tradition will continue in the House of Light. We no longer see guardians as monsters, just people, frightened and misguided. Here lies the remnants of Kel's Scourge, a dark period in Elixni history. After the whirlwind, many Elixni were overcome by feelings of hopelessness. They were homeless, hungry, and hunted by guardians and hive alike. So when Civics founded Kel's Scourge, promising to return Elixni to power with ancient weaponry, many were drawn to his call. Though the Scourge claimed to fight for Elixni empowerment, in reality, they represented the final degradation of our culture. A once great interstellar civilization was reduced to an anarchist mob, led by a power-hungry coward. Let ours be a cautionary tale. No matter how enlightened a culture, there are always those who prey on our worst impulses for their own gain. This Shank has been with us for many years. She's temperamental, but loyal. She's in need of constant repair, but we're used to it. Our house has fixed every part of her, from sensors to exhaust. So when I look at her, I don't see an object. I see the members of my house. I see myself. To us, machines are vessels, not just tools. This is why scrapworking is so important to Elixni culture. It's a way of sharing our spirit with the world, even when we have nothing. I'm sure that Guardians feel the same way about their tower. It's more than a hollow form, more than the rubble it was built from. The tower is the keeper of the Vanguard spirit, and you would defend it more fiercely than any other building. Is it not so? I discovered this shell among spider supplies. Many Elixni fear Guardians, but delight at your ghosts. We think of them as extensions of the great machine's will, deserving of reverence. When we arrived here, we were surprised to discover that many Guardians treat their ghosts like equals, or worse, like servants. Guardians throw their lives away for sport, in games like Crucible or Gambit, taking the miracle of resurrection for granted. As if ghosts needed the humans and not the other way around. Elixni have had their blessings from the Great Machine, it's true, but we've never known the power that ghosts grant humanity. I think that if Elixni became Guardians, we would use the light to serve the Great Machine, not our own amusement.
cruisers keep returning to Neptune's orbital path.
Can't say I'm enjoying lying low, Commander. Reminds me of the old days. But, hey, I'm nothing if not good at following orders. If it was my choice, I'd be there helping you get the Elixni settled in the city. Might be hard to believe, but they're more like us than you think. Just give them a chance, like you did for me. Velask. That's how they say hello. Just so you know.
Guardian, I greet you in the light. It is I, Mithrax, or Mithrax, as your people say. I speak to you through a servitor we liberated from the House of Salvation. It fuels our camp now, turning raw matter into the ether we need to survive. I will use it to study the paradrome cube you recovered from the Vex. In this way, it will provide for us both. We are settling into your city. You may have seen the work of the House of Light scribe Ido, my daughter. She has been creating a chronicle of our journey. But there will be time for that later. This city holds great scholars and warriors. Ikora, Osiris, Lakshmi too, even the Saint. They have agreed to aid in your fight against the machines, and I will be your guide. I am a sacred Splicer, one who can touch the light rippling through the Vex networks. For the light is all. The wind through the grass, and the motion of galaxies. In this way, I can see into the Vex domain. But your abilities might grow beyond mine. I have prepared something for you. A Splicer gauntlet. The first made for a non-Elixni. The ether it pulls from defeated foes will let you override the Vex signals. Push back and enter the machine domain as you did on Europa. Bring me data from within, and together we will discover its secrets. Slept rough last night.
The archives giveth, and the cryptarchs make it into something useful.
I just want to know who's in charge.
See what she wants.
Let's get you back out there.
Yes, Guardian? Come back safe, dear.
Anything you need, Titan. Come visit again soon. Before I opened my doors to Guardians, I watched you thrash through your collective existence. Loss never so much as hindered your destructive stride. The Red War, a Vanguard's death, mere hiccups. Back then, I judged you as callous. I assumed it was easy for you to rebuild, because your condition makes you incapable of caring about anything ephemeral. Now, I find myself in a dark hour, and I must admit I am envious of your tenacity. The Black Armory was founded to stand against the coming shadow. But when the darkness returned and our defenses faltered, my work made no difference. Humanity's focus shifted to the stars, and now the forges are gone. If I hope to maintain the Armory's legacy, it's clear I must build something new. The fallen refugees who fled Europa tell of some unfinished Braytech research on matter programming. I believe it could be a new start for the Armory. I've used the Vanguard network to download as much as I can. But some branches can't be accessed remotely, and Europa remains a dangerous front for the Lightless. I need you to enter the Braytech facilities and download the data manually. I'll be here. I have never put faith in the Traveler, but I am starting to trust in its guardians. for a terminal with elevated access protocols. There might be one in the nearby offices. I'm receiving data now. Oh, this is incredible work, and well annotated. So that's how they solved for diatomic partitioning, and the macrofusion blending is just... Apologies. It's just exciting to see the final pieces in front of me. There's a component listed here, some sort of processing unit to calculate the threading algorithms. Looks proprietary. See if your ghost can scan for it based on these parameters. I doubt we'll be able to recreate another one, and none of this will work without it. Yes, that's it. Meet me back in the armory hall, and we'll see what this puzzle looks like when finished. Is this a mistake? Without the forges... No, I cannot despair. There is no going back. Titan. Proceed. Come visit again soon. Incredible. I felt confident in my interpretation of their schematics, but to see it actually working is something else entirely. When I used to think about the armory, about my responsibility to it, the weight was almost unbearable. Even in this body, I felt like I could never get enough air. Now, for the first time in a long while, I feel relieved and eager. The synth weave produced by this prototype won't provide combat effectiveness, but I will continue to explore possible applications. Perhaps Ikora could use it for disguising her hidden. With more tensile strength, it could reduce maintenance time on Redjacks. I don't know what discoveries lie ahead, but I'm eager to find them. Thank you, Guardian. I can't express what this means to me. Now, shall we give it a try? I'll be here. Maybe if the threading algorithm was layered. No, that still won't work. The armory was more than just the forges. It was courage and action in the face of darkness. That spirit must live on. Maybe if the threading algorithm was layered. No, that still won't work. Is this a mistake? Without the forges... No, I cannot despair. There is no going back. So the strands get sequenced and... then what? What I'd give to be working with stocks and barrels. I am the Black Armory. They can steal all the forges they want, but they cannot have my hands or my mind. Maybe if the threading algorithm was layered. No, that still won't work. Remain vigilant, Ada. The Black Armory is depending on you. Please keep your hands clear of the apparatus. Your ghost might put you back together, but I'll have to fix your mess by hand. Remain vigilant, Ada. The Black Armory is depending on you. Maybe this can fabricate parts to remake Volander. No, that's not the way. We need new solutions. Such wondrous science. To think Clovis left this in the garbage in favor of his vain pursuits is pure arrogance. Commander, I'd be forging you weapons if I could, but it's not an option anymore. I'm sorry. Such wondrous science. To think Clovis left this in the garbage in favor of his vain pursuits is pure arrogance. So many guardians. Still gets to me sometimes.